Dr. Mindy here, and the new year is almost around the corner, which means two things. It means your book, Fast Like a Girl, my book, your order is about to arrive at your house. And I can't wait to get this book into your hands. It's got so many juicy nuggets on hormones and fasting for women. But it also means that a lot of you are getting ready to gear up to lose weight in the new year. And I want to show you on this video how you can use fasting to lose weight. I've done a ton of videos like this, but I'm going to really, as we're approaching the new year, I really want to give you the goodness so that you understand what you need to step into to succeed. So if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And those of you, by the way, I haven't said this in a long time, those of you that share this video out into the world, I'm really massively grateful for you. I look at us as a community, and I'm excited to be fasting with you, and I want nothing more than for you to drop weight this year and love living in this incredible body you've been given. So let's dive in and let's talk about how we can apply fasting to our New Year's resolutions of weight loss. Here we go.
Pioneer in the fasting.
Do a long fast one day, your blood sugar going up and down. We're in it together. Okay, this has come up a lot, not just here on comments, but it's come up on podcast interviews. I will tell you in all of the videos that I do, if we ever do a video on weight loss, it always gets so many people watching it. So the goal here is to really give you some clues to be able, a strategy to be able to lose weight when you go into the new year. So there's a couple things I want to highlight because you guys will be getting my book, but I will say that there's a couple chapters that I'm really excited about. So for weight loss, the first is this chapter. It's called Metabolic Switching, the Missing Key to Weight Loss. And this was a really important chapter for me to put in there because one of the things that I learned in watching all of you fast was that there's a sort of a three-step process here. When you first come to fasting, typically you look at fasting as time restriction, that's what it is, where you're compressing your eating window. And you maybe push breakfast back an hour. That's a great approach. And so you do that and you find a rhythm with intermittent fasting. You might drop a few pounds, or maybe you get stuck. Maybe you don't drop a lot of weight. But usually when we first come to fasting, we kind of find our groove with our natural fasting hours. Most people, it's somewhere between 15 to 18 hours, I've noticed. So then once we find this groove, we get stuck in it and we just look at fasting as the weight loss tool. So you may be able to slough off 5 pounds, 10 pounds just by doing some intermittent fasting. But what happens is eventually you're going to get stuck if you just stay at that same fasting pace. So what metabolic switching says is that you become really proficient at being a good sugar burner, meaning that when you eat, your blood sugar raises. Being a good sugar burner means your blood sugar will go up, but within 2 hours, your blood sugar should be back to its pre-meal amount. That's what we really want to see to be a good sugar burner. And we also want to see that when you go a pretty extended period of time without food, you start to switch into this fat burner place. And the fat burner energy system is where your body burns energy from fat, making ketones. And what metabolic switching is it says that when we eat food, blood sugar goes up, comes back to a normal amount within 2 hours is what you want. You want that blood sugar back to its normal, its pre-meal amount within 2 hours, and so that you can start to begin to switch over into the fat burner place where your body can make ketones and burn fat. And it's the in and out of these two things. So if you've been in the fat burner and you've discovered this incredible way to lose weight, but you're not losing more weight, we got to switch you back out. And we got to get you over here and start working with your foods. And the 3 foods that I would encourage you to work on, I've said this a lot, is make sure you're eating good oils, not bad oils. Make sure you're eating nature's carbs, not processed carbs. And make sure you're not eating toxins or putting any toxins on your body. Those 3 are the most important food changes to be a good sugar burner. So when we step into this metabolic switching place, we apply those 3 rules. That allows us to switch over to fat burning more. And here's what I'm seeing that's really cool and unique is that I'm seeing as people learn this switch in and out, that their body craves ketosis. I have some clients I'm working with right now, women, I cannot keep them out of ketosis. It's like they eat and then 3 hours later they make ketones again. And these women are at really good weights. They're happy with their weight. They don't struggle to keep their weight there. They're not in any kind of relationship with food, and largely because we've taught them how to metabolically switch. So if you're struggling to lose weight in the new year, I want you to do two things. I want you to follow that formula of the 3 food changes that I recommend, and I want you to start to experiment with the 6 different fasts that I lay out in Fast Like a Girl. That's it. That's what you do. And then you start to learn this metabolic switching. So if you spend all of January doing that, February doing that, you're going to see that A, it's more fun because you're not in this rigidity, and B, that you're going to drop weight faster. In fact, if that's you, please put it in the comments so that we can learn from you. Last thing I'm going to tell you, and this was a really cool one from one of our Thrive members. She's been in the Thrive Academy starting to detox now, but she's been following me since May 9th. And so I'm in November right now. So, we're looking at about 6 months, and she's lost 30 pounds doing exactly what I just taught you. So now what she's doing, and this is Diane King, now what she's doing is she's starting to detox. So with the removal of toxins, she's going to go and get a whole nother level of weight loss and health. So start with metabolic switching. It's in the book. Start with understanding that concept. And then once you've got that concept down, let's start talking about detoxing. And you're going to see a lot more as the new year comes. I'll talk a lot more about detox. We talk about it in the Reset Academy as well. So with that, I got a really cool way to start the new year so that you can really succeed at your goals. And that's a 3-day water fast. I did this 3-day water fast with Jesse Itzler's group back in June. I took 50 entrepreneurs, really high achieving entrepreneurs, through a 3-day water fast. And the biggest thing these people have told me is that they were able to lose weight like crazy after that. And many of them didn't gain any weight back, even though all they did is throw a 3-day water fast at it. And then all of a sudden, they were off and running and they were dropping weight, even though they went back to their old eating styles. So we're going to do a 3-day water fast as a community. It's January 3rd through the 5th. I'm leading you through it. I'm doing a pre-webinar on the 2nd, and then a webinar every day to lead you all through it. And it's free. The only ticket in is order of Fast Like a Girl. So go to fastlikeagirl.com and you will see all the information you need to be able to get access to that webinar. And 2 things I want from you right now. Tell me if you're joining me in the 3-day water fast, and then let me know how much weight you've lost with fasting, because it's pretty impressive when we start to do the roll call on weight loss. So as always, I hope that helps.